Yo, what is going on, Emerson? Yeah, welcome to season 7 of IFC, the International Fight Club. And today we're actually taking on the 123Berber in the first match of the first week. Yeah, it's kind of an OU format, but some mons are allowed. So I have a Mega Alakazam, but it isn't allowed to have like Nasty Plot or Calm Mind, I think. So you can't really set up. So like monsters would usually be too broken. Some of them are limited. So yeah, I thought I'd pick it up. I thought it was a pretty cool mod. Anyways, yeah, we're doing the draft league again. This is season 7. I have played in the IFC before. I was the season 3 and season 4 champion. So add 3 and 7 to 3 and 4 together, you get 7. I mean, I'm not making any early game predictions, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, so yeah, let's just go right into the match because I'm kind of hyped. I was bored, so I thought, yeah, how about we record some mons. So I lead off with my Savali Fire, which mainly to counter the Mega Marvel. As I got Stun Sport on turn 1, I decided to just go for the parting shot. Get out of here. I thought he'd switch into like Barraskewda as I go into Lander's Thurian. Now this might seem like a dumb idea, because Lander's Thurian doesn't have Z Fly, because like Z moves aren't allowed, but I am packing the Sludge Wave, so that would be a 1 FKO, and after that Earthquake and Stone Edge are pretty free on his team, since the Donphan doesn't have recovery. So, I switch in, he Stun Spores, he misses, which sucks, but I Sludge Bomb instead of Sludge Wave, but yeah, doesn't really matter that much, as here he goes to Barraskewda. Now I think he's a Barraskewda. Right here we have our boy, the Vaporeon. Water Absorb, because no one wants Hydration Vaporeon. So he's not going to go for the water move. As indeed I was right, he didn't go for the water move. He went for the Ice Fang, so I stayed in and got killed. Which he said, I didn't want to, afterwards, I asked him about that, because I was like, wait, why is he staying in? But it was basically, it was a good play, like, I was just curious. He said, I was hoping for a freeze on the Vaporeon, and basically I was hoping for a freeze on the Vaporeon, and because he wouldn't do any damage, at least he'd know what kind of Vaporeon it is. Anyways, I go into Vaporeon because it's kind of my designated counter. As I click Flip Turn here, if I recall correctly, a Heal Bell to get rid of the paralysis on the Savali Fire. That's why it wouldn't have mattered, and the Lander's Theorem was dead anyways. I go into the Heliolisk, since that is my only electric immunity left on the team. As he goes into the Donphan, I Grass Knot, thinking he won't go for the Earthquake. I've no clue why I thought that. I didn't really have a good switch in either way, so didn't really matter that much. As I go into the Alakazam, I Mega Evolve Shift to Mega Evolve turn 1, and I get the Sturdy ability, which is quite cool. I click Focus Blast here to predict the possible Mega Marvel, as I luckily hit, otherwise I would have been pretty screwed. As it isn't looking all that good, but I still have the Savali Fire to counter the Mega Marvel, which is good as he clicks Stealth Rocks. Now, my Savali Fire carries the Defog, so I'm just gonna get rid of those Stealth Rocks instantly, because I don't want them. They're kind of a nuisance, to be honest. So I Defog, and I go into Corsola Galar, because that's like my only switch into this stupid Zapdos. Now I get a little bit of damage, he gets a little bit of damage, not too much. He misses a Hurricane, which sucks for him, as I click the Will-O-Wisp. I thought Will-O-Wisp was good on anything. I don't really have Toxic on my team, so it doesn't block any Toxic. As he proceeds to get a critical hit, which I think kind of sucks, but luckily I can heal up the next turn as he does not crit me, and I get the Curse Body, which is quite nice, but not really all that needed. As I click Rest, and I get back up to full, which is quite nice. I'm running Rest because Strength Sap wouldn't really recover much against Zapdos after a couple of hits, and against a lot of his other special attackers. Now he goes into the Barraskewda. As I go to the Vaporeon, I'm like, well, not gonna stay in on something dumb again, as he crits the Vaporeon, so I'm not having the biggest of a lot of luck, but like, on the other hand, it's not like he's doing lots of damage, what's that? It's a 12% difference. Doesn't really matter that much. I Flip Turn here, he's gonna switch out, or if he switches in, I just switch back to Vaporeon, no problem, I go into, back to the Corsola Galar, Still asleep, one turn sleep. Burn a second turn of sleep. I'm like, ah, good, good. That's always nice to burn some extra turns of sleep. He misses a Hurricane, which is in my favor, but it wouldn't really have been a problem since I couldn't get confused anyways, and it doesn't really do too much barring a critical hit. So I just click Nightshade to get some chip. He missed another Hurricane, which sucks a lot, but then again, like, I mean, I could just rest up and get my HP back, so it doesn't really matter all that much. I'm trying to chip him down, as here I go into the Mega Alakazam to get some additional pressure on him. He's gonna roost here, I think. Yeah, as he does, because, well, that makes sense, otherwise he died to the Nightshade. So I go into Alakazam to put some offensive pressure in there. Well, I just click an attacking move, I just click Psychic. No reason to predict, this does a lot of damage anyways. As here, I switch to Silvally Fire. Silvally Fire is my designated switch into this one. As he sets up the Stealth Rocks, now I'm like, this kind of problem. I'm gonna defog because I need a if he switches out, I need to be able to like have some health on my Silvally Fire. As I here click the multi attack because multi attack is gonna do a lot of damage to basically anything that comes in. I switch to Vaporeon because Mega Mole is gonna sweep me if I stay in on a water move, and if he clicks Crunch, which he was probably gonna click because it's like the best move against everything. Like it's still bad because I still get a lot of HP loss, so that wouldn't be nice. Here I just protect, I don't think I do protect because I only have flip turn, so I mean I could flip turn, but then I lose my wish on the Vaporeon, so just click protect. Go hard into Corsola, go hard back again as he roosts. This is kind of my semi counter. It's not really much of a counter, but my two mons who are like decent against it both died, so that's quite unfortunate. As he clicks a Hurricane, hits me, I hit myself in confusion. I'm like, okay, unlucky happens. As he hits another Hurricane, and I hit myself in confusion again. I'm like, yeah, it's still not that big of a deal. I just need to get a rest off and I'll be fine. He missed the Hurricane. I'm like, good. And I hit myself in confusion again 3 times in a row. I don't know the chance of that, but that is quite unlucky. I kind of need this for Zapdos. He misses again. I'm like, yes, let's go. And I hit myself again. I'm like, oh, Corsola, you stupid idiot. Can you, like, rest? And then he kills me with a Hurricane. So now my switch-ins against the Zapdos are pretty much gone. Like, they're all done. So I decide to go into the Mega Alakazam. I click Psychic, and it barely misses out on the kill, which sucks, basically. He U-turns, which means I should have substituted, because I am running the substitute. I go into Silvally Fire, because it's still my switching for this month. He clicks Iron Head, I take 25%, which is still quite a hefty chunk, but it's not that bad. As here I click, I think I just clicked the Thunderbolt on play to catch the Barraskewda, which was a worthless play. Here I click Parting Shot to get rid of on the attack on him, as he clicks Iron Head. And here we get in the problem zone, since he can just set up a Stealth Rock, and I didn't have any way to remove him, and that means Silvally Fire will be dead. So I should have just multi-attacked, and this mon would have been gone. I still would have had a decent shot, but yeah, it wasn't meant to be, I suppose. I flip turn here on the Barraskewda. Yeah, just get some chip. Go into Mega Alakazam, since it is faster than the Barraskewda. I chose the Swift Swim, which doesn't really help in this case. And I go back into Vaporeon, because at this point I still don't know if he's Scarfed. He turned out later to be Muscle Band, which gives a 1.1% attack boost, but that is very easy to confuse with Scarfed. So if he were to be Scarfed and he would have crunched, it would have been over already, but it's looking very grey since Corsola died, since Zapdos is quite the threat now. And Corsola was kind of a good switch in against a Selgor, and it was good against basically everything he had left on his team. So I dislike this a lot. Let's just say it like that. And he just keeps clicking Crunch, and I'm like, I just click Heal Bell because like I don't want to switch out and I don't want to waste Protect. Heal Bell's not going to be of use anyway. And then he clicks Poison Jab to try and poison me, which he gets first try, but this is really good for me. Because now I know, he's not Scarfed. Great, I can switch into I can flip turn into my Alakazam, and get rid of the problems here. I recover to full with a wish, and now I'm like, okay, I can flip turn, get back into Alakazam, I can at least get a Psychic off, try and pull this game back from the brink. He gets a defense drop, doesn't matter because I'm switching out anyways. I flip turn on him, Bearskew, that doesn't really die because, well, I mean, it's flip turn, it's not that powerful of a move, and Vaporeon's physical attack's not that great. I Psychic to kill this mon, the Psychic would have two-shot basically everything, probably also one-shot the remainders of the Momo. He goes into his Selgor, and at this point it's basically over. He endures, so yeah. Well, the thing is, I'm kind of screwed at this point, because Selgor is faster than my Mega Alakazam, because I didn't prep my Alakazam to be faster than the Selgor. It is 409 speed to outspeed to Barraskewda, but if he were to have a fast Selgor, I would be screwed. Plus, Selgor can carry Unburden, which is probably the set he is, so he gets double speed. I have no way of outspeeding him, and I can't lose my items since I'm a Mega. So I flip turn here on the. I flip turn here and sack my Mon because I need to do some kind of damage, and yeah, well, it's kind of over. Here, I predict a Sucker Punch, and I substitute. And here I'm like, yeah, I can substitute again, but that just puts me at risk of, like, him Iron Heading, and then, like, I have to make another substitute play. I just Psychic to get the kill. And now he kind of cleans me up with the, what's it called, Selgor, since, yeah, I'm just going to put this on fast now, because it's not much interesting to see. He clicks Bug Buzz, I click Flip Turn, go into Mega Alakazam. And here I should have not attacked, because he clicks Endure, and now he eats his Pitaya Berry, which makes his special attack go up and makes it faster. Should have clicked Substitute, I guess, but, well, I mean, I was kind of screwed anyway, so don't think it mattered at that point. And now I just wish Protect, and I'm like, well, maybe I can get back up to, like, a good amount of health. Hope he, like, misclicks Thunderbolt, or I lift Thunderbolt into Bug Buzz, which is kind of a... I'm just trying to, I don't know, win in some kind of way. Hindsight, I should have, but he gets the Spadef drop, which I don't know if that mattered. I think it actually did matter too. I might have cocked it. I cocked it, and then he just clicks Roost, which guaranteed him a win of the game. So GG. I had some unlucky moments, but you know, shit happens. I hope we see 123Berber in the finals, or well, the finals, playoffs. I hope. So yeah, quite a fun match, and well, I'll see you guys for week 2. Have a good one. See you.